Evening, everyone. It's about 7 o'clock on Tuesday night, and it's the end of the quarter. So great. The quarter is over, and it was a hell of a quarter. It was the best quarter for the Dow since January of 1987. And it was a pretty damn good quarter for the NASDAQ and the S&P too, but it was an interesting quarter. The best part about today's show in front of the Congress Financial Services Committee by Chairman Powell and Secretary Mnuchin was they did no harm. There were no big blow-ups. There were nothing unusual was said. It was basically us taxpayers paying those Congress people to take a 2-hour break and, toot their own horn and make statements instead of answering questions or asking questions. In any event, it was a good day. The Dow, which was kind of wishy-washy most of the day, came on in the afternoon and closed up 217 or 0.86%. The NASDAQ was again the star, up 184.61 or 1.87%. The S&P put on a good show, up 47.05 or 1.5%. The Russell was not the big performer today. It was up 20, which was only 1.4%, and the transports were up 120 or 1.33%. Advanced declines were pretty decent. They were 9 to 5 on the New York. You got to remember, we opened down this morning in the Dow, so 9 to 5 was not bad. NASDAQ was 2 to 1. Volume was a little heavier, which I told you to expect anyway because of evening up and window dressing. The Dow was 27 up and 3 down, and there was only one notable loser, and that was Boeing. Boeing had the news that I mentioned this morning about Norwegian Air canceling 98 planes, but BOAC, British Overseas Air Corp, which I didn't even know still existed under that name, also had a cancellation of orders for Boeing. Boeing took 76 Dow points off the averages, and that in the stock translated into a close of 183.30. That was down 11.19, and that was 5.8%. The winners on the Dow were not terribly extreme. Microsoft and United Health were up the equivalent of 35 Dow points. Home Depot up 30, Goldman Sachs up 28, and Apple up 20. So not really anything overwhelming today. What was overwhelming, though, was the fact that Tesla closed with a market cap of $200 billion. The stock closed 1,079.81, and that was up a little over $70 or 7%. The chips, which had Micron's numbers last night, was up another 4.8%. Xilinx was up 7%, and NVTA also 379.91, up 11.91 or 3.2%. The news today was not tremendous as it related to Chicago PMI. It came in at 36.6. That was actually up from 32.3. However, the expectation was a number of 45. Consumer confidence, as I mentioned this morning, was up 98.1 versus 85.9 as a comparison and 92 as an expectation. After the close, FedEx had earnings. It was a loss of $1.28 versus a loss of $7.56 in the year ago quarter. Revenues also missed, but they loved it. The stock was 140.22, up 567 in the regular market, up 4.2%. And on the numbers, is currently trading 153.01, up another 12.89 or another 9%. So, pretty nice. I mentioned the Uber deal this morning for Postmates. Uber was up the same $1.45. It was up pre-market 4.9%. I also mentioned the Lululemon, which paid $500 million for that other fitness company, Mirror. Lulu closed 312.01, up 1766 or 6%. So not bad. Okay, so the chart in front of you is the gold, and as you can see clearly, we broke out. The options that we have on Newmont closed $3.30, I believe. We paid $1.47 for them. We sold half at $2.94, and we still have actually 2/3 in the option account and half in the $100,000 account. What went along, though, with this really nice chart on the gold is our newest position, which is also a precious metal, and that would be silver, which had a really great day today. It was actually closed 1868, up 58 cents. So this is similar to the gold chart, although we're running a little behind. So we closed basically almost exactly on the high today, and we're down just a couple of cents tonight, just under 7 cents. If we can get another, let me see what on the weekly, give you a little better perspective. As you can see, the highest close here are these two closes, 1849.9 and 1853. So today's close up here at 1857 is a minor breakout. We now have to clear, these tops in the 1890. So $19 would be a really nice spot for this. As you can see, it's been very constructive, came down with the market, same way everything else did, rallied up, consolidated, broke out, and then again consolidated. And I believe that we're going to get a move through $20 here. We bought the August 17 calls in the SLV. I believe we paid 73 and 74 cents, and I think they closed around 84 cents. So that's a good start, and we have plenty of time. Okay, everyone, have a good evening, and I'll be back in the morning.